Joseph Smith claimed he copied characters from the Book of Mormon's gold plates and gave them to Martin Harris to have them inspected by Professor Charles Anthon, a respected classical scholar at Columbia College in New York. Joseph said, "Martin Harris got the characters, which I had drawn off the plates, and started with them to the city of New York." After Professor Anthon inspected the characters, he and Martin disagreed as to what happened in their meeting. In Martin's version, he said, "Anthon gave me a certificate certifying that they were true characters, and that the translation of them was correct." Yet, Professor Anthon disputed that claim. He said, "The whole story about my having pronounced the Mormonite inscription to be Reformed Egyptian hieroglyphics is perfectly false. Upon examining the paper in question, I soon came to the conclusion that it was all a trick, perhaps a hoax." So who is telling the truth? We know that translating Egyptian hieroglyphics was not possible until the discovery and deciphering of the Rosetta Stone. The English translation of the stone was completed in the mid-19th century, long after Martin's meeting with the professor. Certifying Joseph Smith's characters and his translation as authentic would have been impossible for Professor Anthon. Moreover, the Book of Mormon narrative says that its language is Reformed Egyptian, which remains an unknown language today. The official LDS newspaper, The Prophet, published the characters that were shown to Professor Charles Anthon. The characters are clearly not Egyptian. We can conclude, with confidence, that it was Martin Harris who was not telling the truth. But why would Martin lie? Because Martin financed the first printing of the Book of Mormon. Therefore he had a personal interest in its success. During their meeting, Professor Anthon tried to warn Martin of being scammed by Joseph Smith. Anthon said, "I began to regard it as part of a scheme to cheat Martin, the farmer, of his money. And I communicated my suspicions to him." As a result of financing the first printing of the Book of Mormon, sadly, Martin Harris was financially ruined. He lost his farm and his wife. Meanwhile, Joseph Smith needed to establish that his book was genuine, a truly ancient record, to support his claim of being divinely chosen to translate and ultimately restore Christianity. The fact that Joseph Smith's church promotes Martin's version of events exposes how unscrupulous the founders of the LDS Church are.